I'm at the Sayle Gallery. With me is Chris Powles. It's time for another exhibition, and this one is all your work, and I have to say it's truly a knockout. This has been some time getting this together?
Yeah, it's the last 3 years really, and yeah, the general theme running through is seeking solitude, and it's about finding those places where you can just sit down, let the world go away, and think about what's worrying you, or thinking about what's going to happen in the future, and generally just letting it go.
Most of these are from Isle of Man places?
Yes, they range mainly in the north of the island, I suppose. So that's where I live.
Tell me, do you go to the actual places and sit there with your canvas, or do you just take a picture and go home with it?
No, I tend to go out with a camera, and I'll maybe take 100, 200 photographs in that location. Sometimes I use them straight away, and sometimes I might get back to them after about 4 or 5 years. And I have to work in the studio, because some of the pieces will take 4, 6 weeks, and you know, it's impossible to work the way I do in situ.
I mean, some of the detail, I mean, some people might think it's some oils in there, but everything is watercolour?
Everything's watercolour. There's no base colour at all. It's just a matter of building up wash on top of wash on top of wash. I use a lot of masking fluid, so I'll mask big areas out. Like the detail I'll mask out, and I'll paint the skies first, and then gradually I work from the back to the front, putting in more and more detail, building up layers and layers of masking fluid, building up layers of wash, building up masking fluid. And so I tend to draw with the masking fluid and then use the paint over the top in many cases.
And do you work on just one at a time, or you've got a few?
Oh yeah, it's only one at a time. My mind couldn't cope with more than one at a time.
Now, your success has been proven because you've entered the Sunday Times competitions, and you've got into the final, what, 70, I mean, each time?
I've got into it now 4 times. I got one in this year, which is at present touring in the UK. It was selected out of 1,000 paintings, and they narrowed it down to 70. I put 2 other paintings in, which are in this exhibition, and they got down to the final 250. Last year I got one in, which is in the exhibition, called Industrial Carcass, and that was on the UK tour as well. And when I painted it, it's a painting of the Point of Air, but it's looking through an old cylinder. I don't know if it's an old boiler that was rusting away, but it's an old metallic cylinder. And I started painting it, and as I painted it, I thought, this is getting more and more like a carcass, hence the name. It wasn't preconceived, and it just appeared like the ribs of a carcass that you might find on the hilltops or on the beach.
Well, the exhibition opens on Friday to the public. How long is it running for?
Until November the 11th, and so it's just over 3 weeks. And I hope there are a few surprises in here, which go away from my normal work. There's one called And the Earth Cried, which is of a seal's head. Well, it was a seal's body that I found on the beach about 5, 7 years ago at the Point of Air, and I thought it just looked so painful, like you could imagine a painful death as a result. I'm not hung up on death, don't go. And many times I thought, yeah, I'll do that painting, and I just couldn't do it because it's such a strong image. And then, what would it be? 2009, 2010. 2010, I think it was. I sort of plucked up the courage to do it, and that one is in the exhibition as well. And I think it's very different from what I normally do.